Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back with another March Madness video. Last time y'all were hating down in the comment section just because I called Zach Edey unathletic. I mean, he's 7'4". It's not like he's going to have a 45-inch vertical. But anyways, we're back here today with three teams that I think are underrated for this year's March Madness tournament. Last video was overrated. This video is underrated. It's only part one. There's still a couple of weeks before Selection Sunday, so there will probably be a couple more of these videos made. But if you do enjoy at any point, make sure to like button and hit that subscribe button. Now let's go ahead and get started. Team number one, Washington State. Now this is a team that has been winning lately. Currently a 5 seed. They aren't the most underrated team anymore because, they're up on that 5 line, but still. There's a team 38th overall in the net ranking, so the net doesn't really like them as much as the AP does. 6-3 in quad 1, 3-3 in quad 2, and 3-1 in quad 3. Now that's why the net doesn't like them, is because of those quad 2 and 3 losses. But they were at the beginning of the Pac-12 schedule against Utah, Colorado, and Oregon. Actually, that Colorado loss is probably a quad 1 loss. But anyways, since then they have really rebounded. Their only losses after that were at Cal and at Arizona State on the road. Tough, it's tough to win all your games on the road. But they are like 13-2 over their last 15 games or something crazy like that. And that includes 2 wins against Arizona, 1 at Arizona. Ken Palm, they're all right. 38th overall, 36th offense, 46th defense, 318th in pace of play, which is something I like. I like, once March comes, methodical offenses. They are 72nd in luck, so that's something to keep an eye on. Not the most amazing thing in the world, but I really like their lineup. I like their length and athleticism that they have, which is something that plays a huge role in March. You look at their top 7 guys, and only one of them is under 6'6", and that is Miles Rice, the freshman point guard, even though he's been there for 3 years. But yeah, 6'9", 6'8", 6'8", 6'11", 6'11", and 6'6". You like that a lot. Speaking of Miles Rice, on the year he's averaging 15.5 points per game, 3.8 assists, 3.1 rebounds on 45% shooting from the field for Washington State. And he's the guy that makes them all run. He scored more points this year than Klay Thompson did as a freshman. They also have Isaac Jones, who's averaging 15.3 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, 59% from the field. Having 2 guys that score over 15 points per game, those are guys that can take over a game. And having one of them being a guard, one of them being a forward, I really like that a lot. They also have 3 other guys scoring 7.5 points or more, including the big man Oscar Clough. And then the other 2 wings that they have, Jalen Wells, especially, he has been really knocking down the 3 ball as of late in conference play. If you are enjoying today's video at any point, we already said it earlier, but try to hit that like button. We're trying to hit 100 likes on today's video. Also, leave me a comment down below. We'll have a little bit of a discussion about things like we did in the last video. And now let's go ahead and continue on here looking at the second team, the Florida Gators. Now, this team defensively is what scares me about them, but offensively they can light it up. And, they're playing in the SEC, so there are some really good offenses that make the Florida Gators defense look a little bit worse. But looking at them in the net, they're 3-8 in quad 1, 3-1 in quad 2, 8-0, taking care of business in quad 3, and they are 33rd overall. They have some good wins here. At Kentucky, that's a huge win. A win against Auburn at home by 16 points. Very good win there. Lost by 5 to Alabama on the road, and then just recently lost by 6 to South Carolina, although that's a game they should have won. They got the 2 guards here, Zion Poland and Walter Clayton. Clayton on the year, he's their leading scorer. He is their guy, but you love guard play once March comes around, and that is what Florida has. Clayton's averaging 17 points a game, 3.7 rebounds, 2.6 assists on 37% shooting from the field. He was 6 for 9 against South Carolina the other day. He didn't make a non-3-point field goal. And then Zion Poland on the year, 15.4 points per game, 5 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 44% shooting from the field. So both of these guys, once again, averaging over 15 points a game, and it's your guards. Guard play is what wins games in March. I will say that over and over if you watch this channel leading up to March Madness. 31st overall in Ken Palm with the 15th best offensive rating, 87th best defensive rating. Like I said, the defensive rating scares me, and they do play at a quick pace, which you don't necessarily love, but you can deal with it. They got very good length. Tyrese Samuel and Riley Kugel, a couple of examples of that. And Samuel averages a block and a steal in only 27 minutes So rim protector, you like versatile big men, and that's what Tyrese Samuel is at 6'10" and can protect the rim. You see his stats there. They also got a few other guys that I highlighted there. I love their length. 6'10", 6'5", 6'5", 6'11", 7'1", and 6'9". Like that a lot there from the Florida Gators. You don't love that they are maybe a little bit underexperienced with the three guys at the bottom there being either freshmen or sophomores, but I think it will be all right. You know, they give really good length and pretty good athleticism down low. That's what you look for. And then the third team here is TCU. And this is a team, when I made this video, they were looking really good, and then they had a couple of big losses, but I think we can include them still because they have some really good wings. They love to run in transition, which, you know, not necessarily a good thing come March, but they're all right in the net. They're 3-10 in quad one, which is not good. And as I mentioned, they're cold lately as we're about to look at their schedule here, but I like their size. I like their length. They have good win at Baylor. That's huge. I believe that was in 3 overtimes. A win versus Texas Tech. At Kansas State, that's nothing to sneeze at. And then a win against Cincinnati, who's a solid team. Lost by 1 at Texas Tech, and then a couple of other questionable losses, like the loss at BYU, although BYU is pretty solid. I would like to see them make a Big 12 tourney run before I put all my chips in one basket here with TCU, but they are 304th in luck out of like 350 teams. So a pretty unlucky team here, which is something to look at in KenPom because this is a team that, you know, could be a lot better. I mean, they're a few points away, a few possessions here and there from being a lot better. I love their wings, Emmanuel Miller and Micah Peavy. Miller averages about 16-6 and 2.5 assists. Peavy averages about 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. So, I mean, that's their engine right there. And then they also have a host of senior guards with Jameer Nelson Jr., Travion Tennyson, either way you want to say it, Avery Anderson, Chuck O'Bannon. I love all 4 of those guys. They've got good length as well with Cork, with Jacoby Coles, Ernest Ude, and Issam Musafa, who all at times get some minutes, and they're very experienced. Look at all the senior guards they have. And then Jacoby Coles, I believe, is a 4th-year junior. So all those guys will help the Horned Frogs out a lot in March. Travion Tennyson shoots at 43% from 3, which is something I love to see. Emmanuel Miller shoots at 41%, but not the most attempts in the world. So overall, I like this TCU team. I like their length and their defense. It might be a struggle for them to get in at this point, though. Y'all let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below on all 3 of those teams. Also, let me know some of your underrated teams that you have. I tried to keep mid-majors out of this because those are more the sleeper type. These are the underrated guys. There will be more March Madness videos coming out soon, so if you do like these, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you are let know when all of these videos come out. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button and hit that subscribe button, like I said. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video.